Is it red? No red. Okay.
So how's vlogging so far? No, no.
I didn't start yet. I did just see.
Let's talk about your preparation for the season.
Yes. Okay, very serious topic. No, I'm obviously there's always something like, we talked a lot, and you guys know almost as good as I that there's a difference between practice shape and game shape. Obviously, I can't really get to that practice shape, but you want to set the foundation to get to the game shape as possible. We're having some challenges now in regards of Justin, which is very unfortunately, after his sweat blood for the country, and this is very unfortunately and quite honestly, in my opinion, not fair. But we keep moving on. Not moving on, but we keep having to deal with the cards that we are dealt with. And when the new import is coming in, we need to welcome him. There cannot be too much of a comparison. Coach Richard told us that yesterday. We can't compare. Justin is Justin, but whoever the new import is, we will welcome him, and then we will do our best to include him in our offense and figure out how we can win this conference.
Any news on the identity of the import?
Well, I know, but I don't know if you guys know. I don't lie to you guys. I could say, I don't know, but I know. But I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I don't want to get in trouble. But if anybody of you guys want to scream the name out, and then I will go from then if it's the right name. If not, then I just... Okay, it's not Ronaldo Baltman. Okay, but that's all I can say. I mean, as far as I know, not that I'm wrong now. No, as far as I know, it's not Ronaldo Baltman.
Christian, you're in the race for the MVP award. Of the past season, what's your thoughts on being included in that list of possible winners?
Obviously, there's always an honor, especially if you look at the list, right? With Scotty, Juma, and Perez. But that's something, you guys know me already. That's not something that I can control. I can just go hard during the regular season and try my best, and then see what comes out. And that's something that you don't want to think about as a player. You want to think about how can I get ready for the next conference, how we can win more championships. We fell short a little bit last conference. And that's basically the goal of us. And then I'm just happy that now we have a Maverick, right? Because if we don't win the championship, we can blame Maverick. Because I have showed when I was new, there was a lot of pressure on that championship against Morocco to get that championship, so I can blame the new guys. Now, if we don't make it, everybody can blame Maverick instead of me.
So how big of a morale booster is that? You being in the race for MVP. How much of that morale booster are you going to carry over to the next season?
I don't think you can, because emotionally you cannot take only the positive and not the negative, but you can also not take only the negative and not the positive, right? So if it would actually mean that there's a positive result of something that I cannot control, or something like the MVP race, then it also means that if I would not be in it, then there would be a negative result during the season. So I don't think about it at all. I'm the same amount of motivated for this next season in regards if I'm in the list or not. And I think that's important for professional basketball players, or at least in my experience, that you don't worry about stuff like that, and that you just focus and try to solve the riddle. How can I get in the best amount of shape for the next conference?
Since Scotty is coming off very good run in the Asian Games, also in the World Cup, how much do you expect him to further elevate his game coming from those international experiences?
I always have very, very high expectations of Scotty, and Scotty will always bring it. Scotty is a complete winner. I think he has showed that in his career. Scotty is that kind of player that affects winning, and those players are the most fun to play with, right? As Justin is, as Jamie is now proven, right? And it's important that we keep the standard high for Scotty, but it's kind of a given that Scotty will bring it next conference without me trying to put too much pressure on him. But I know he will figure it out.
Christian, your teammates won the gold in the Asian Games.
Yes, that was amazing.
Just your thoughts about that, and as a follow-up, are you planning to reconsider? You said that you're retiring from Gilas, but after the Gilas success in the Asian Games, perhaps?
No. That would be hard. Like I'm for sure not that person that out of nowhere there's a winning thing, and then now I just try to jump on the boat, and then there's a losing boat, and I jump out of the. If you remember, when I retired, it was the Southeast Asian Games. We won the gold medal. I'm very proud of that. That was much harder than you have expected in the Southeast Asian Games. They played with 8 Americans that have, and then I see the comments, right? I see the comments of saying, yeah, but you also have German or you also have American. But there's a very key difference that I just want to point out, that I have Filipino blood that I'm very proud of. And those Americans that play, by the way, in Greece, in Lebanon, they were good leagues. They had not an ounce of Cambodian blood or whatever. So that was different. I'm happy that we won it. But playing there, I just felt I can't do it with my knees. You know, this is not something that I just woke up and then be like, okay, let's not play for the national team. Everybody knows from the get-go, from the beginning of my skit here in the Philippines, here in PBA, even before that, I played national team and I was there without question. But you also have to, you know, I'm 34 years old. I know that might not be that young, but I have no cartilage in my knee anymore. Eventually, you kind of have to look at your knees and your body, and you see, okay, maybe I cannot do the double duty. And now the next generation will come and will perform. And I'm very proud. You got to give them a lot of credit, especially with Bossar Francis Chua. I think that's the first time he took over the national team, and boom, Asian gold medal, which is a big deal. Very proud of Justin, Scotty, and Japit. So happy, man. I was cheering there, with them winning the gold medal. I'm just proud of the guys and what they have accomplished, and that again shows how much of winners they are. Okay, thank you guys.